Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? All right. So I am not enjoying my writing of late, and you get what you get tonight. This has never been submitted anywhere. It's not in my book. It's not going to be in my next book. This is just for joy and fun for myself, and hopefully you too. College for Naima. Chilling with the brothers. That one single alpha party that was fun. Hanging at the Kappa house, playing the dozen and spades, or watching movies and Animaniacs. It gave us a little bit of home, or just an excuse not to do our work when we needed it. The nice and nasty Qs, who kicked that guy out when he spilled juice, vodka, and Q purple grape drink on my dress after a bit of chicken escaped his open mouth chewing to land in your eye. Piling into DeLon's big black truck that exuded Rasta roughneck allure, or John's tiny probe that wanted so much to be a sexy car and didn't quite pull it off, but that would forever be scary after we found out about the pledge who had been stuffed in the trunk while we joked and played cards at Lynette's for hours. Our not so many great ideas, aggressively defrosting the fridge, which led to busting the Freon hose, sliding down the ancient laundry chute only to discover that people had been using it as an unofficial garbage chute for years and that the door at the other end was locked. Talking to the wild-eyed Randy with his big black boots and the other crazies who always flocked to you. Your goodness as obvious as a golden shadow, though their sense of self-preservation told them to stay the hell away from me. Our trips to Union Memorial, when Akua forgot she'd taken allergy medicine before downing almost a fifth of Absolute. Our friends called me, and I called you, to help me face calling her mother. When Kelly's kidney stones made us think she was dying, and I went with you and waited while you held her hand. When Akua, again, crashed the security van and knocked out her front teeth. Luckily, she knew enough to hold them in her cheek to preserve the nerves. We went together, mother hens, clucking over our wayward chick. When the stick showed 2 lines, I was not afraid because I knew that you, my partner in crime, in fun, in laughter, would be there. And there you were, when there was blood to be drawn, sonograms, weigh-ins, exams, and instruments for us to play with, before the doctor came in the room to give us updates on the growing entity we called Baby Wan Kenobi for wisdom, because my true favorite, Chewbacca, was too hairy and loud. This next piece is a draft and it will be in my next collection. I've started sleepwalking again. That misnomer has always amused me. It's not just walking. If you've never seen it, you'd be surprised. I think, maybe. Actually, I have no idea because I don't know you at all. And in a very unlike me way, I have never done research to know if all sleepwalkers present like I do, like my son does. I woke one night in response to my daughter's call. It was almost like sleepwalking. Before I was conscious, my body moved out of the room to the stairs, pulled to her need. Her call had a fear in it that I'd never heard before and have only heard twice since. There's something wrong with him, Mom. You see, he looked normal, fully awake. His eyes were clear. His voice was clear. He was so certain in explaining that the lady in white was bothering him again, but the purple octopus was there to help. I assured her that he was asleep. She assured me that he wasn't. What is right before our eyes can be deceiving. So can what is not. I smudged the house the next day, making sure that cleansing smoke went into every corner, every room. I told the white lady that I was sorry that she wasn't resting, but she had to leave my child alone. I prayed for her. I prayed for my baby. He hasn't been bothered by her since, or at least, not that he's ever told me. I've started sleepwalking again, though not crying and looking for my mommy like when I was a kid, stumbling down the stairs, through the rooms, calling for her. Or maybe I am. There is no way to know because there's no big brother up late to wipe my face and take my hand, to guide me to see my mother's face, to keep back the monster's hands waiting to snag my ankles and drag me to the dark underneath, to watch while I jump into my bottom bunk layer and pull my armored covers over my head, to tell the tale trippingly the next day. There is no mother either. And this last one is in my first collection, Brief Black Candles. Remember, I'm autistic. Testing superpowers. When I was 3, I shut my tongue in the jamb of the bathroom door. I can vaguely recall my thought process, as much as 3-year-olds have sensical, streamlined thought processes, leading up to this feat. I remember pinching my tongue and wondering at the lack of pain it caused. I don't know why I was squeezing my tongue in the first place, but I became suspicious of my pinching power. Maybe my fingers simply weren't strong enough, or maybe I really had a super strong tongue that was just the start of my superpowers. I needed some proof before running to tell Lynette and Lamont the big news. Time and sibling scorn had taught me better than to boast without evidence to back up my claims. And so, I set my tongue in place and pushed the door closed with one determined swing, only to find that neither my superpower dreams nor my 3-year-old arms were enough to liberate my tongue. After 5 or 10 minutes passed with me stuck, afraid, crying, that my mom would be mad at this latest of hijinks, but more afraid of being trapped until my tongue broke off, the Wonder Woman of 144 4th Avenue swooped in to save me. Even though, later, she was mad. When she freed me from the mess that I had gotten myself into, she hugged me so tight I could feel the breath rushing out of her flared nostrils, and the bony points of her collarbone dug into my cheek, and she brought me icy sweet popsicles to soothe my swollen tongue. Thank you.